How are you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for another deep dive onto your favorite stock or the one of the most trending stocks for today. And I will share with you some observations and unbiased outlook and evaluation for Dito. So if you're interested to follow this stock, I think I will be closely monitoring this stock because I personally have a position here. So, but I just want to share my thoughts, document my thoughts towards this stock. Okay, so if this is the video you like, and if you want the types of if you want this type of video to watch every single day, this is the channel for you. So you are invited to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have videos. Okay, so what is the unbiased outlook for Dito? Even though I have a position here, guys, so this is what I can see in the next few days, given how we ended the market or how we ended in this stock for today. So we ended today's performance with a bearish engulfing candlestick. So I don't know what some people would call it, like a dead cat bounce, or it could also mean that we have established a lower high, given that in the past 2 days we somehow recovered, but we created a resistance right at the 1134, given that we have this red candlestick. So it somehow created a lower high. So this one over here, when it tried to create a flat line, this is a very small recovery right here, and then that is already actually the start of the lower high that we have, and then we dipped again, we created a lower low. That means we are in a downtrend channel. So if I am to draw our trend line over here, we have respected, actually could be here, no, but this is the downtrend channel that I can see at the moment. So we can even push it even higher and still be within that downtrend channel. So if I'm to continue and create this, could be here. I'm just creating a precise line, doing a copy paste of the trend line here. But definitely, as you can see, we are in this downtrend channel over here. So one thing to anticipate here is that we could revisit this area of support somewhere at the 849, 850 level. And if the buying sentiment will start to take over the selling pressure, then we could stop and establish a support right here. Okay. One thing to take note of today, there could be foreign buying. That is probably because these people right over here, investors, have accumulated during this day when it reached this level over here, and then when the price reached uh, this area, then they started taking profit. And today, because it dropped, they started re-entering. So I would have to say, considering the volume, it is not that much compared to these one over here and the volume of the selling here. They could just be partially re-entering. So I'd say they could accumulate around the 850 level. However, if the downtrend channel will still be very strong, chances are we will create a lower low. And where do I see it dropping? It could potentially go as low as 7 peso area. That is if selling pressure is still very strong as we go near 856. But at least with the foreign buying that's starting to take place again, so chances are we could drop some more and probably establish a support right here. One thing we want to anticipate or look forward to is something like this, right? A long wick down up to this level or even up to this level, and then we recover right away. So those are the things that we need to observe in the next few days. So this area for me, if we see stabilization, this is a good area to add more volume. So the reason why I'm focusing on this discussion is because I know a lot of you guys are holders, mid to long term holders of Dito. So, like you, I'm also invested here and I'm just doing nothing. Okay. I'm just waiting for that perfect timing where I can see signs of recovery in the overall sentiment of the people towards the market, the Philippine market as a whole. Because so far, with the rapid increase in the COVID cases in the past few days, I would have to say this is not because of Dito being Dito not a good company, that's why it's declining. It is because the overall sentiment of the investors towards the Philippine economy is somehow um, questionable at this point. So it is not just Dito, the rest of the stocks are also suffering because of the negative, the confidence of the people and investors are really not good right now. But use that like what we did last year, while the rest of the people are very uh, afraid of where this pandemic could bring us. We were very bullish in adding more volume while the price levels are very, very low. And that is why, personally, my average here is not hit yet. And so I'm just staying put. But of course, sadly, I was able to uh, take profit when the price, I think, while it was climbing up. I was able to take a small profit around the 14 peso level. I was not able to take profit here, but at least my mindset here is I'd like to be an investor. So we will not be able to, have the perfect entries and exits. But personally, I'm still okay with my outlook because I know this market is just giving us investors an opportunity to add more volume at a very reasonable price. So even if it drops up to the 7 peso level, I I am just waiting for the perfect timing where I could buy more. At this point, because I see it potentially dropping some more, then I gotta save my buying power and wait for that perfect moment where I can add more volume. If it goes back to the 6 peso level, even better. Then I could buy more volume from the additional buying power that I have. So, my personal message for those investors, please try to stay focused. Stay focused. Be focused on what your objective is and why you're getting in the stock. That way, even if you read the thread, the bashing, and all the commentaries that you see in Instagrams, I know there are a lot of hypers, bashers here. Emotionally, you're still very, you're still good. At the same time, if you have um, a job, if you have a full-time job, try to limit your exposure in these threads because it will really um, play with your emotions. You will be very worried, you will be very stressed, and if you're not able to control that, then it will really compromise your health. So for now, um, that's my advice. Key support levels I see, nearest support levels I see is 856 and 716. Foreign buying is already happening, so chances are it could potentially drop some more and they will buy even more when that happens. Like this one, it started while the price was moving downwards, they were actually starting to buy more and then even more when it reached around this key level over here. The volume of the buying increased significantly and then they started taking profit and trying to re-enter again. So good luck to your trades, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I may not be 100% updated with what's in the news, what the people are saying in Instagrams. Feel free to share your comments and thoughts about these commentaries, and then we can learn something from your comments as well. For now, let me also read some of the comments that you guys shared in my first video about Dito. So DR said Metro Manila is back on lockdown. Market will dive deep this coming days or these coming days. False break from previous swing low, most likely mag-retrace pa. Um, I love you too, Paige. Nice explanation of the matters about Dito. Thanks and more power. Dito holder here. Yeah, thank you, Miss JD. Di rin ako nakabenta yung 500k lusaw nag-negative pa pero hold lang. So, I think somehow we're on the same page, Alan. I was able to reach 100% gain, more than 100% gain, because my initial average was around the 6 peso level. But because I'm a holder, I have to stick to my plan. I I was not able to partially take profit at the peak, but I was able to partially take profit halfway there. But we're still good. We want to take advantage of this dip, and let's try to see the bottom. Let us see if we can catch the bottom, the very bottom of it, and then we enter some more, and hopefully they will be able to uh, ride the wave as it moves, or the reversal. But definitely, we'll closely monitor this stock and find out which area we can still buy some more. So tomorrow, I'm not expecting a lot. I'm in fact expecting for it to go down up to the level where I mentioned earlier. For Jerry, he said, for weekly MACD showing a down curve that may lead to golden cross downward, MACD histogram is near zero level. Foreign we're selling. Possible resistance is around 0.618. Fibonacci volume also decreasing. If confirmed to be reversal, then possible reaching 1.6 around 25 peso area. Okay, let's try to understand what uh, Jerry was mentioning here. Let's talk about Fibonacci retracement. Okay, where can we plot that? Let's try to do a weekly chart so it's clearer. So in my previous video, I was really banking on this, that this is the MA20 line, that we have this bounce, but uh, in today's performance, it actually broke the MA20, so not looking good. If I'm going to draw a Fibonacci retracement, let's see if I am understanding, or we have the same outlook right here. So this is looking at, so when you plot your Fibonacci retracement, you go find the bottom right here, and then if you only plot it up to the body of the candlestick, when you go up here, it has to only touch the body of the candlestick. So if this is going to serve me right, if this kind of, if my drawing will serve me right, then we are just actually revisiting the zero point 0.5 level. But if it is going to break, because today it somehow created that, right? It created that long wick, trying to break the zero point 0.5 level. So chances are we could go as low as 0.618. But Jerry's message is really close, 0.618. But he shared this even before the market opened today. So he was basing, most likely from a weekly chart, he was basing it on the long wick that we got from the previous week, and then chances are it could touch this area. But if, let us say, this week we are just going to sustain around the 954, could be slightly higher or lower, but if we are going to end this entire candlestick higher than the zero point 0.5 area, then chances are this indeed is our bounce before we recover again. And if this is the case on a weekly chart, come to think of it, when it dropped, we're now much higher from the lowest point. So that means this could then be a beginning of a much higher climb, which he was trying to say here around the 25 peso area in the future. Okay, let me see. Yep. But we'll talk more about that as we go near those areas. We'll try to settle this first. We have to understand where indeed will Dito bounce, which is the much awaited day by the Dito holders. Okay, so again, if the 954 gets broken, let's say we continue to trigger that halfway within the week, then chances are it could even go as low as 7.55, which is the 0.618. That's our next possible area of bounce. If you are going to go to the daily chart, yeah, because we had that the previous weeks. So these are your key levels to watch out for, guys. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts. I hope I was able to make some additional insights for this talk, and good luck in your trades tomorrow. Don't panic too much. If you are an investor, stay true to your objective. And so, with that, it will calm you down and, somehow uh, appease you in this very challenging day or period for D2 holders. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye for now.